Hey, in this video, I want to talk about how to use the imposter syndrome as a tool for you instead of a weapon against you. Okay, so if you are anything like me, you're a high achieving woman, or you've got big goals and you are either running a business, starting a business, running the world, right? I have battled, and every high achieving woman that I have ever talked to that's been honest about it has battled with imposter syndrome. It is not, it's really not, doesn't care your gender or your age, it doesn't really matter. A lot of high achieving individuals deal with this. What's interesting that I learned today, I didn't realize this, that the original study, it was called the imposter phenomenon. It was done in 1978, and it specifically was discovered around high achieving women. Super interesting. And I'll read real quick from the study abstract. The term imposter phenomenon is used to designate an internal experience of intellectual phoniness that appears to be particularly prevalent and intense among a select sample of high achieving women. Interesting. So here was my big aha moment today that I wanted to share with you. I was reading a book called Strategy is Your Words, and I can't remember exactly who is the author at the moment, but it's a book. I'm a strategist. That's my number one strength and strength finders. It's what I do in my marketing agency. It's one of my superpowers with our clients. It's something I just do all the time, right? So I was reading this book on strategy is your words, but he says this: perhaps the silver lining of the imposter phenomenon is this: it's a sign you want to improve. Like, I feel like the record skipped. What? Perhaps the silver lining of the imposter phenomenon is this: it's a sign that you want to improve. So here's as I started to break this down this morning, here's what I realized: that the imposter syndrome is a feeling, right? So it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling we're having. I sometimes battle this on a regular basis. It's funny, I was watching the series Succession, and so often you can tell that Kendall is wrestling with this imposter syndrome or fear or whatever it is that's stopping him, and he goes inside of himself, and that's a whole other story for another day. But what if this imposter syndrome is a feeling, it's a tap on the shoulder that's basically saying, hey there, lady, hey there, high achieving woman, this is a signal that you are in growth. You're in growth mode and you want to be better. See, most of us, myself included, the imposter syndrome slows me down. It makes me feel lonely. It makes me feel isolated. It makes me feel less than. It stops me in my tracks. And so this whole idea of being able to use the imposter syndrome as a leverage point to launch you into the future you want versus something that just holds you down and keeps you back is like, it's a major paradigm shift. So what if it's this tap in the shoulder? What if it's a call to action? What if it's an opportunity for you to become self-aware, to say, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I'm in a place of stuckness. This is just a symptom that I am trying to grow. I am trying to mature. I am trying to get better. What if we started seeing it as a desire to improve and a desire to go to the next level and to level up? And if we could create a space and a dialogue and a conversation where instead of allowing the feeling of phoniness to slow us down, we started having a dialogue around, hey, this is amazing. I am ready to go to the next level and let this work for me. Like, it's amazing. So what if we started saying, hey, these feelings, like, this is not what it feels like to actually be an imposter. This is what it feels like to be someone with a growth mindset. This is what it feels like to be somebody who is high achieving, highly ambitious. And what if we had this as an insight, as a badge of honor, that we're only feeling this way because we actually care about growing, we're on the right path, we're moving in the right direction, and we start being kind to ourselves. We start having an internal dialogue with ourselves that is a encouraging one versus a discouraging one. Like, oh my gosh, like, what a way, as my one friend says, way to not be a dick to yourself. So I thought that insight was wildly important. Perhaps the silver lining of feeling the imposter phenomenon is this: It's a sign that you want to improve. So I want to congratulate you. If you, like me, struggle with feeling like an imposter on a regular basis, it means you're in the right place. It means you're moving in the right direction. It means you are a high achiever who is growing and on a path to do great things. So instead of letting it slow you down, use it. Use it to propel you. Have an internal dialogue. Start having an internal dialogue with yourself. Like, oh, I know what this is. This is a tap on the shoulder. This is my future self telling my present self that we need to grow. We need to grow to step into whatever it is that we need to do to get one step closer to our future self and those high achieving goals that we have for ourselves and our lives. If this has helped you, I'd love to hear a comment below. Leave your thoughts, comments, like and share this if you know somebody else who's a high achieving woman who struggles with imposter syndrome, or a high achieving business person. And if you want to know more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to continue to share different perspectives, different insights that I get along the journey, in my journey towards growth, my journey towards emotional healing, my journey towards high achievement as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a trauma survivor, a caregiving wife to an ill spouse, all of those things. Overcoming to go towards the future self that I know that I'm destined to be. If that resonates with you, subscribe and come back for the next video. My name is Traci Reuter, and I'll see you next time.